Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brian here. We have another horror review for the Halloween season. So, as you guys know, if you've been keeping up on the channel, we've been reviewing the Wrong Turn movies. We've already reviewed the first four. We are at number 5 now. This one and two more to go. Oh, alright, so let's get right into it. Once again, if you guys have not seen Wrong Turn 5 and you want to see it, you don't want to have any spoilers, spoiler alert is ahead. So, if you don't want to be anything spoiled, you hadn't seen it, spoiler alert is ahead. Alright, let's get right into it, everybody. Alright, so the movie initially begins out with a bunch of, you see walking. You initially think it's the Hilliger brothers. By the way, this is another prequel. This takes place before the first one. For the first two. For first three, I should say. You hear the Hilliger brothers, or you think it's the Hilliger brothers. Well, it's not. You walk in, and it's showing a couple, having sex with each other. And then these scares them. But it's not the Hilliger brothers. It's just they're at this Mountain Fest, or Mountain Men Fest. It's a concert slash like rave or whatever. I don't really know. Oh, exactly what the minutes of it, but it's in the deep woods of West Virginia, like an area was not very populated area. Um, and then it's just it's kind of it's a little small town. They're all um like it's one of them towns that like goes crazy over it. Like sort of like if you guys have ever been to like I don't know I'm trying to think of an area. Like if you guys ever go down to West Virginia, they'll do like a hunting show down there once a year, and like the whole town goes crazy of it. It's kind of like that. I mean, what's funny, it takes place in West Virginia, but it's kind of like sort of like in Pennsylvania, the town Oaks, when they have like a convention coming through of some sort, the town sort of goes crazy and like just gets obsessed over and stuff. But all right, let's get right to the point. You see a news reporter. She's doing a story. She's a real B word. Um, just real rude. And then she says, "I'm going for a run." She goes for a run. Well, who's she run into? Three Finger himself. She thinks it's a kid pranking her, dressed like one of the hillbillies because they're selling all the hillbilly and mountain men costumes. No offense if you consider yourself to be a hillbilly, but they're selling all the hillbilly and mountain men costumes. In the thing. And she thinks she's a kid pranking her. Well, she says F you to him, flips him off. He cuts off her finger. She runs off. And by the way, she had also seen Sawtooth in one eye. Um, and she runs off. And there's this bald guy. He's played by Doug Bradley. If you guys don't know who Doug Bradley is, he played Pinhead in the Hellraiser movies. This is bald guy. Well, it turns out, he says, "Oh, I can help you escape." Well, turns out he's working with the Hilliger brothers, and it turns out that he is Gas Station Man from Wrong Turn 1 and 2. He looks nothing like him, with nothing whatsoever. I mean, in fact, he's got a totally different shaped head, and he's actually much taller. But you know what? They went with it. I'll go along with the story. He's an interesting addition to it. So he initially is helping them, and there's this. I guess it's supposed to be a joke. I didn't really find this funny. It's kind of. She said, "I need a hand," and Sawtooth picks up a hand, one of the girl's hands, starts handing it to her. So stupid. It's not even like, is that supposed to be funny? It's not whatsoever. It's freaking deranged. But the movie it continues on. Well, you got the college kids again, and what do they got? They got a shit ton of drugs for their what do you call it? The rave slash concert. They got Xanax pills. They got a shit ton of marijuana. They got shrooms. But yeah, they got alcohol, and they are under the age of 21. Well, they run the guy over, Gas Station Man, Papa Hilliger, whatever you want to call him. Um, they run him over, and he initially, what do you call it? Tries stabbing him. Oh wait, and before I get into it, I forgot about this part. They shows a small little cabin where they're at, and he's yelling at them. Sawtooth goes to hit him, but he takes a wrench and cracks him in the head. So I mean, it really shows who's control. Back to where we were. He tries stabbing them, but there's three guys, so they start stomping him. There's 3 guys and 2 girls, so they all start stomping him. And the cops show up. Cops end up arresting all of them, taking them all in. And then another cop waits down at the station, down at the car for a tow. And that's when Three Finger, Sawtooth, and One Eye get him, unfortunately. Um, Back to the station, and one guy takes the blame for it, so they all get released except for him. And then, of course, Gas Station Man is still in the prison because he was found out that he's been running for 35 years for murder. Um, and she says, "Well, oh, the marshals are gonna be here in the morning, the state marshals, to get you, take you to prison." Um, and he said, "You won't live that long." And he starts going crazy. He's talking about my boys are coming, my boys are coming. Well, this is the part that irritates me about the movie. I'll get into the part in just a minute. I want to continue on with the movie. Goes back to this shitty hotel. Well, Three Finger, One Eye, and Sawtooth. First things first, they go to a cell phone tower, pull it down, knock off all the cell phone service and the landline service, and they go to a power plant, I guess it is, and knock off all the power to the town. So, no power, no cell phone service whatsoever in the town. Yet the concert's still going. Now, this is the part that irritates me. This is gonna help. This is obviously a prequel, but this is the part that really irritates me. So, if anyone's ever seen a police station, I mean, I have. There's a police station in each town, basically in Pennsylvania. Not every town, but almost every town. Um, Police stations usually have multiple generators, 4 or 5 generators that are full of gasoline, and they have even more gasoline on site for just in case there's ever a power outage or something. And you're telling me that this police station didn't even have one single generator? That irritated me too. Another thing is that irritated me about this movie. The police station didn't have a radio. It was a shop that had a radio to radio and other things. What the hell? They could only radio to their local stations. That doesn't make sense to me. What police station does not have another station? That does not have a way to contact other stations? Well, one guy, their and his girlfriend get ready to hook up. He proposes to her. She basically says no. She goes at the one kid's girlfriend goes to take him food, while Three Fingers up getting her, unfortunately. And then the baddest scene in this movie is this guy saw a Sawtooth and One Eye knock on the door and he thought it was a costume. While they crack him in the head, they're taking him, and One Eye is fighting with the girl, and she's honestly probably the strongest character in the movie. She's able to stop him and escape. But they all into the police station. The guy that got kidnapped, Three Finger, One Eye, and Sawtooth, they bust his ankles and leave him, and then run him over the truck. It's terrible. And then they go out, and this is the part that irritates me even more than the not having a generator or a radio. Oh, the cop tells them to split up instead of all of them staying in the station together, or they're like fighting with each other. Or the cop tells them to go split up and look for your friends. Um, and actually, the only character that I'm rooting for in this movie, because listen, this movie, the characters do so much stupid crap. They are so annoying, and they're just downright stupid. And this is like this is one of the movies, in all honesty, where you're not rooting for the monster or the villain, but you kind of are, because they're just doing so much stupid shit and they're just so annoying in this one. But back to the story. It so they split up. 2 boys end up getting kidnapped. The one gets buried in the ground, ran over by a thing. The other one's chained, ran over, so they're gone. Um, and then you've got the one girl left at the station. Well, gas station man says that when my boys get here, if you let me out, I'll set you free. Well, she lets her out. She lets him out. What's he do? Cuts out her eyes. It's terrible. Um, and then he comes out. The cop shoots him, and puts him back in the cage and tries to help the girl. Well, then who shows up? And the other character, the only character that I liked in this movie, there was a drunk man in the cell. He was trying to help the sheriff. He was going to go to another town to see if he could get more cops to come and fight the Hilliger brothers. And he ends up getting caught and lit on fire in a tank. And only good character in the movie. Um, and well, back to the thing. The sheriff is shoots Three Finger. She puts 3 shots in him, and she's trying to fist fight him, but he ends up getting her, and it's pretty bad. They tie the sheriff up, and basically suicide or burn in the building. Otherwise, that's the 2 options. It's terrible. He drives off. Well, the sheriff ends up dying. Um, and then this scene honestly was a very sick scene. It did bother me. Um, but then they drive off. You see the girl that's now blind, that no longer has eyes, walking down the street. It and well, they get her. The Three Finger gets her. He doesn't say who it is initially, and the guy explains to her. Or a gas station man reveals who they are, and movie ends like that. Uh, Not exactly a great movie. Not terrible. Not terrible. I mean, it is certainly better than the next 2 Wrong Turn movies, but I would definitely, I would give this one a 5 out of 10. The makeup was not terrible in this movie. Neither was the special effect. I mean, the special effects. I mean, low budget movie. But the part about this movie was these 3 inbred cannibals took down a police station. I want everyone to think a police station are full of police clubs, tasers, mace, and most importantly, guns. They took it down. And this police station did not have a single emergency button to get state troopers down there or get other cops from other towns down there. It didn't have none of that. It just so irritating. But yeah, they took down a police station. That it just shows how unrealistic these movies are because another thing, there's no fire station because when the building blew up, there's no fire station. It's just it's real stupid. Yeah, the town though, you could tell it was a fake town. Um, but yeah, this movie I would have to give it a 5 out of 10. I'm putting it so far. I'm putting it below parts arts 2, 3, 4, and above. Sorry, I'm putting it below all of them. But trust me, the next 2 movies, this is a serious improvement over the next 2 movies though. All right, everybody. That's it for today. Let me know if you guys have seen Wrong Turn 5. Please like this video, leave a comment, please share the video, please subscribe, and go watch a horror movie for Halloween.